Alright, well, sorry about the lag. I'll try and go through this as carefully as I can. I'm just going to be sort of touching up on some of the aspects of editing your buildings in the editor, like the text editor for Sim-U-Kraft. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the dimensions that are at the top, as you can see. This first dimension on the far left, it's basically your left to right of your building, like this. The next one is the front to back dimension for your building, and the last one being the height. The symbols are for choosing like the block IDs. For example, A equals 0, or the air block is just a blank block ID, whereas the D symbol is for the block ID of 1, which is cobblestone. I'll get more into that a bit later, but first off, as you can see, the bottom of my structure is cobblestone and the top is regular stone, whereas in the text editor it's actually the other way around. The obsidian. The obsidian is on the top rather than the bottom, and vice versa. If it was, say, the wood in the middle like this, you'd have wood like that. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is the actual frames. As you can see right here, this is the way it would regularly look. However, the way it really interprets it is the first bit, like this, these two lines right here, is actually this whole front frame bit, like the obsidian, the stone right there for this frame, and this one right here is for this frame. Now, pretty much your height is just like that, the rows, and your width being basically the breakdown of that, and this whole width thing like this would be multiples of these. Now, if you were actually trying to get, say, a controller here like the creator did, then what you could do is just essentially add another layer with the front left being the $, and then the rest air blocks like this. So now you have that extra front property of the building. However, when you do that, you also must change the dimension of your front to back, because you are adding one on the front, so that becomes a 3. So now you can save that, go back to your game, and I'm just gonna quickly throw this down, throw the building materials, hire the workers, set it all up, and get the building done. And now we just gotta wait for him to start building it. And as you can see, he adds the controller and starts building the structure as it regularly is. Another way I guess you could have also done it is doing this, where you'd actually have the air, like the other frame right here of air, and just add the $sign for the controller. But this is just purely for doing the editing in the text box. Another thing that you can do, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I know you can do something like wood equals block ID 5, which is planks, and then you can add a complete new layer to it. So that'll pretty much just add 4 new blocks on top and leave the air in front. And oh yeah, also forgot that's also increasing the dimensions because I just added more height to the building. And now I can save it, go back to the game, and then add my wooden planks to it, and then basically upgrade it the same way you would repair a building. And just gotta wait for him to do that again. And now he basically upgrades the building with the new wood that I added onto it. So I hope that that helps you maybe understand just how this works and adding new blocks to your current project or building, and also understanding how the dimensions work. So yeah, good luck.